Hello everyone, welcome to Rockshire Gaming. My name is Eric. Today we're going to be doing a bonus video, a bonus unboxing video specifically on Marvel Zombies, a Zombicide game from CMON Games. And you're probably wondering yourself, Eric, you've done multiple videos on unboxing Marvel Zombies. How are you doing a bonus video? What are you doing a bonus video of? So that is a very good question. So on this channel we have first and foremost done a unboxing on Heroes Resistance, the Amazon or retail version of Marvel Zombies. We've done an unboxing on Galactus. We've done an unboxing on the main game, the X-Men Resistance version. All the expansions were in another video, and then technically a sixth video, which was all the stretch goal characters in that whole box. The only thing we have not touched upon yet was this box, the Artist Special Edition box for Marvel Zombies. This has 6 additional characters, or 6 different versions of existing characters in the game. And so what we're going to do today is open this up and take a look at the characters and compare their player versions to the other characters in the game. I didn't pull the cards for when you're playing in zombie mode and you draw these characters in that zombie mode. I forgot to do that. I don't know why. I'm an idiot. But yeah, we're gonna do that. Jake was kind enough to let me borrow this once he finally got his Marvel Zombies in. I think he got his in 2 weeks after I got mine, or some craziness to that. So he his got delayed, which, you know, trade off. I'm still waiting for another game that he got the his content for already, so there's that. So anyway, it's our box cover right there with the foil still on, or the plastic still on. It's not foil. I don't know what I'm talking about here. But there's the Artist Special Edition with character there, and written stuff right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is the Artist Special Edition set based on Marco. I'm going to pronounce the name incorrectly, and I apologize. But Marco Cecchito is an Italian comic book artist living in Venice. Marco works exclusively for Marvel Comics and has worked on many major titles, including Avengers, Daredevil, Old Man Hawkeye, Punisher, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and X-Men. Is the artist responsible for all the character artwork in the Marvel Zombies board game. Very good artist. His artwork is good. I have enjoyed it. I love the artwork in Marvel Zombies, all the character artwork and everything like that. I've said it a few times, but let's see. This is an expansion for Marvel Zombies featuring 6 superheroes in versions that bring to life the specific comic designs of Marco Cecchito. These characters not only have brand new looks, but their game mechanics have been reworked to replicate their nature in the comic series illustrated by the artist. So it is an expansion for the game. Components: 6 superhero pieces, 6 ID cards, and 6 spawn cards. We have all of these other languages listed here. I'm pretty sure they probably has cards for all that. We'll see in a minute. Kind of, you know, surprised me like Thundercats. But we're going to go ahead and take a look inside the box. We're going to go ahead and open the box. Now, like I did say, I did pull so we can look at them, just because this is going to be a short video if I didn't do anything else. But we're going to take a look and see how these characters compare to those characters. I did pull all the characters, including the second Spider-Man from Heroes Resistance, so we can take a look at that. I think the only difference between those two is his blue ability, but we'll take a look. Alright, so let's get this opened up. Like I said, I did not order the artist box. It was one of those things that I did not add, since I did not get the big giant Galactus pledge that this came with. I just decided not to get it, because I was like, who needs 6 extra characters when you already have 91 playable characters, or 89 playable characters in the game. Boop. So I decided not to get it, and then recently, even before I got Marvel Zombies, and I was like, I regret my decision. So we're going to go take a look at this. Whoa, no, it's not opening right. So there's inside of the main box. So we'll just put that off to the side over here. Here we have our package of character cards right there with, again, different Spider-Man, Old Man Logan back there, and our other cards right here. And it doesn't look, unless they're under here. Nope. So it looks like all we're getting in this box is just the English language version of the cards, not like in not like the Thundercats box or any of those other ones where they give you like all the different language versions. So that is pretty cool. So we're going to take a look at the smaller spawn cards first, just because of the fact that I did not pull from their respective boxes. spawn cards for the existing characters. Now, all 6 characters in this game are not, none of them are in an expansion box. The Spider-Man character originates from the core box for his hero version. The Wolverine's originating at X-Men Resistance, and everybody else came from originally was in the stretch goal box. So no one's in any of the expansion content for this one, which kind of makes sense because this technically wasn't a Kickstarter exclusive box, and this did not go to retail. So anyway, so taking a look at the cards we have, we've got Old Man Hawkeye right there with 3 health, can attack from 2 zones away each time a zombie hero moves into the zone. Roll a die. On a 4+, they suffer 1 wound. Hope I read that right because I'm reading it on a monitor over there because I couldn't read it that way. So there is Hawkeye. We've got Daredevil. If his zone is attacked but he is not eliminated, the attacking zombie hero must discard 1 bystander card or suffer 1 wound. So there is Matt Murdock right there. Then we've got Marshall Bullseye. Gain the following based on the highest danger level cumulative. Blue, no effect. Yellow, toughness 4. Orange, 2 zones per move action. And red, 3 actions per activation. So there is there. And again, I think it said cumulative, so it's not like if the highest is blue. I'm sorry, if the highest is like orange, you're not just taking the orange ability of 2 zones per movement. It's, I believe, with cumulative effect, you're going to have him up to toughness 4, plus he gets 2 zones per movement, and if you do happen to get into red, he's going to get 3 actions per activation. So that is interesting there. We got Daredevil Electra, targeted last in target priority. If shield agents in her zone are eliminated, she moves 1 zone away. There is that, so it gives her a little bit of movement in the game. We got Old Man Logan. If a Trooper Rush card is drawn, he activates and performs 1 action. If a Guard Rush card is drawn, place him in the closest zone with a zombie hero. There is that. And then finally, Spider-Man with his 4 health. Spider-Man, each time a zombie hero enters a zone with a bystander, roll a die. On a 5+, spawn 1 superhero in that zone. I know for a fact that is different than his main game equivalent, because I believe in the main game he spawns in the closest zone to a hero. I'm sorry, he spawns in a zone where a hero is its closest to the spawn point where I think he was going to originate or something like that. There's a lot of characters in the game, so those are all of our spawn cards for when you're playing zombie mode. But when you're playing in hero mode, you have these 6 cards, and we'll take a look at them and compare them as we go. So the first one it shows us here is Old Man Logan. He's got his adamantium claws. Roll 2 dice on a 3+. Grizzled. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power. I'm going to have to break it down here, guys. I apologize. During your turn, you may spend 1 power to heal 1 wound or suffer 1 wound to gain +4. Now we're going to take a look at actual Wolverine here from the main game, who has his Berserker Rage. That's a completely different ability right there. Yellow is going to be the same. Unleashed Rage is Old Man Logan. Each successful die roll with adamantium claws, which his adamantium claws are weaker over here, I'm actually realizing. So I'm just going to hold it up here for a second, let you guys take a look at that, screen grab, do whatever you're going to do. But those are the immediate differences right there. So the adamantium claws on Old Man Logan is a little bit weaker, probably adjusting for the fact that Old Man Logan is older. Anyway, Unleashed Rage. Each successful die roll with adamantium claws scores +1 hit for each wound you have suffered. But he's only got 3 health, so there's that. Whereas Lash Out, once during each enemy phase, when enemies move into your zone, you may spend 1 power to perform 1 free adamantium claw. So there's that. And then Destructive Advance for Old Man Logan. After performing an adamantium claw attack, if there are no enemies left in your zone, you may perform 1 free move action and 1 free adamantium claw attack. Whereas the old one was just his healing factor. So this one gives you extra attacks. The healing factor is on here, which I believe is accurate. But yeah, so that is going to be Old Man Logan. I'll hold that up again, compared to the regular Wolverine in the X-Men Resistance game. So there's that one. So we'll have our compare and contrast right there. Next one, we got Old Man Hawkeye with his bow and arrows that have a range of 1 and 2 dice and 3 or better, which is definitely different than regular Hawkeye. Apparently, he doesn't have the range that regular Hawkeye does, but he does hit a little bit better, it seems, than his younger counterpart right there. So, converging fire once during each other superhero's turn if they are within range 2. After they complete an attack, you may eliminate 1 walker in your zone, whereas Expert Marksman was 1 power to gain +1 range and ignore target priority. So there's that. +1 action for the yellow. Trick Shot. Ignore target priority when attacking. Before attacking with bow and arrow, you may spend 1 energy or 1 power to gain +2 range and reroll any misses. So that's going to be a nice one. And then Enhanced Awareness. At the start of each enemy phase, you may perform 2 free bow and arrow attacks. These attacks may target different zones. Whereas Explosive Precision before, once during your turn, you may perform 1 free bow and arrow attack, or 1 free arrow attack. Each successful die roll on this attack deals 3 hits to a single enemy. So that is pretty good. So again, Old Man Hawkeye right there compared to young boy Hawkeye. I don't know, young man Hawkeye. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Anyway, Daredevil, regular Daredevil. Where did I put you? So we have his Baton Strike, which the old one was Baton Rush. Baton Strike does 2 dice, so not as many dice, but it does hit more accurately. It's on a 3+ instead of a 4+. So there are our 2 Daredevils right there. Let me move that out of the... Oh, come on, move out of the way. Again, with 3 health there, so that is the difference between the 2. Sorry, that was my dog doing something. No Fear. Whenever you would eliminate a brute or a zombie hero, you may draw 1 heroic trait, whereas Beatdown was when attacking with Baton Rush. For each roll of 6, roll +1 die. These dice may generate additional dice. So that is pretty cool. So he's just generating dice over there. But No Fear, be able to draw free heroic traits can be pretty big, because especially if you are like at the beginning of your turn, you need to draw a heroic trait, and play a heroic trait might help you with additional actions on your turn, is what I was trying to say. Through Hell, you may spend 1 less power when using heroic traits. Each time you draw a heroic trait, eliminate 1 walker or runner in your zone. So there is that. And then finally, Devil's Reign. Each time a zombie hero spawns, you gain 4 energy, or 4 power. You may immediately perform 1 free action. So that's pretty cool for that red ability. Basically, you just can perform a free action, and doesn't say what kind of action, doesn't say attack action or limited, it's just an action. So you can just basically power up and then just wail on somebody if you wanted to. So that is new Daredevil right there compared to old Daredevil. And then we have Daredevil Electra, comparing that to regular Electra. So we'll do it that way so you can see it. So we got Baton Sai and Dual Sai. They both look like the main attack is the same on these 2 versions of Electra. 0 range, 2 dice with 3+ for accuracy. They're Woman Without Fear. Before you attack with Baton Sai, you may spend 1 power to eliminate 1 brute in the targeted zone, or score 1 hit against a zombie hero. So, or score 1+ hit on a zombie hero. So there's that. So you get to choose whichever one you want with there. Whereas before, she says each roll of 6 deals 2 hits to a single enemy. I don't know which one I like better on that one. I honestly don't. Being able to just eliminate a brute is pretty good, but being able to get a guarantee just plus, you automatically have a hit on a, so whereas this one is dependent on you rolling a 6, this one you just get the +1 hit to it. So either one are going to be pretty good. Slip away after completing any attack that eliminates at least 1 enemy. You may perform 1 free move action ignoring enemies. So that's pretty big. Whereas regular Electra has Assassin's Instinct. You ignore target priority and do not spend extra actions when leaving zones with enemies. Each time you eliminate a zombie hero, you may perform 1 free move action. So This just gives you free move action. This one you have to use the action to leave the zone if you want to. So you're eating an action here. This one you at least get to attack something to leave there. So that'd be good for if you're going to get basically attacked by a whole bunch of walkers in a zone. You can at least take some of them with you before you yeet out of there. Hand-to-hand expert, you may reroll any misses once during your turn. You may perform one free baton sai attack. The old version, you may reroll any misses once during your turn, and you may perform one free. So hand-to-hand expert on the both of them. This is the first one where it's definitively the exact same move. So the red ability is the same on both. The main attack on them is different, but the blue and yellows are different. So Martial Bullseye here. So we got our Bullseye right here. So there are things right there. Martial Bullseye doesn't have the range that regular Bullseye has, but he has the same attack. So the same attack dice and the same attack accuracy. So worthy target, zombie heroes have -1 toughness, minimum 1 against your dual side attacks. Each time you eliminate a zombie hero, perform one free action. So that's good. You get the action back after taking out a zombie hero. Anything is a weapon. Once during your turn, you may discard one heroic trait card, perform one free dual psi attack. This can be done multiple times. So that's good. And then not worthy of my time. You cannot suffer wounds from walkers and runners. So basically at red, he's only getting hit by brutes and other superheroes. Let's see. I never miss. You ignore target priority when attacking and throwing knives. After rolling, you may spend one to roll any misses. I like worthy target a lot more. So yeah, that is, like I said, going to be the comparison between the two. Let's go ahead and just get a single shot of my Martial Bullseye there. And finally, Spider-Man. So we've got regular Spider-Man here. Now, before we go into that regular Spider-Man, I'm just going to show both of them real quick. They both have their acrobatics, which is the exact same. These are the differences between, and sorry I got the sleeves on them, but these are the differences between the two as far as Heroes Resistance and regular Marvel Zombies. Heroic Rescue, during your turn, you may spend one power to move one bystander or one superhero from an adjacent zone into your zone. That is the Heroes Resistance version. The regular game version's web slinging. Once during your turn, you may spend one power to move up to 2 zones, ignoring enemies. So I do like the as far as blue ability, I do like that because that has come in clutch for us a few times when playing on the channel and off the channel. Web shooters is the exact same. So yeah, web shooters and Spidey Sense on these cards are the exact same. So because of the fact that this is more looking at the stuff in the main game, whatnot, we are going to look at the main version when comparing to the non-main version. So we'll take a look at that. Both characters do have the same acrobatics attack right there. So it's a 0 range, 3 dice, and 4+ on the accuracy. Regular or artist Spider-Man web shooters, once during each enemy phase, when the enemies in a zone of your choice within range 2 would move, you may spend 2 power to prevent them from moving. So basically freezing people in place. That is pretty good. So we have a movement. So this one freezes enemies in place. This one moves you 2 zones, and the other one allows you to move other bystanders. So Spider-Man definitely, no matter which version you're choosing as far as his blue skill goes, is affecting movement of something. Either his own movement, moving bystanders or other players, or preventing others from moving. Yellow skill, always the same, +1 action. Not web shooter, Spidey Sense. Each time enemies spawn within range 2, before any rush, you may spend 1 power to perform 1 free attack or move action. So yeah, so before enemies spawn within range 2, before any rush, each time enemies spawn within range 2. So yeah, so that's going to be pretty big. So you can either attack or something in there, or move out of the way if you find yourself in a spawn zone or close enough to a spawn zone where you're not comfortable. Whereas over on the old Spider-Man, it's just the web shooters again. So it looks like Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking that. Looks like they just moved web shooters here from orange to blue, and then gave a new orange ability, so losing basically web sling, but getting something else. And then Spider-Man team player, once during your turn, you may have one other superhero within range 2 perform one free action, then resume your turn. Whereas the old one was each time enemies spawn within range 2, before any rush, you may perform one free attack or move action. So I don't know what I think on that. I know a lot of people say that the Spider-Man from the artist pack was probably the better version of Spider-Man. I can definitely see that because the old yellow skill or the old orange skill now moves into a blue skill. So I can see how that would be a little bit more helpful because it is a seemingly more powerful ability that gets moved up one in the pecking order there. Spidey's sense, being able to move or even attack in a zone before before the enemy spawn, especially before a rush goes off, meaning that you use this before a rush, meaning if I'm in a zone and I know there's going to be a rush in it, I can at least attempt to take out what's there so I don't get murdered. That's always good. And then being able to give free actions to team members, especially when it makes more sense if they're in range of something you're just slightly out of range, is good. This might be the better Spider-Man. I don't know. We'll have to play it and find out. Web sling goes here. Heroic Rescue goes, we'll just say right there. So that is all the cards from Heroes, or not Heroes Resistance, from the Artist Special Edition. Now we will look at... This tray is taped, isn't it? This tray... Nope, it's not. Is it not? Oh, no, it is. Crap. I was excited for a minute. I was excited. It was going to be great. Can't find where the tape is. There's the other piece. Just two pieces of tape. So, I'm going to move that over, and now we will take a look at all of the figures, starting with, from left to right, top to bottom, we got Old Man Hawkeye. Right there, so there is his figure looking all snazzy, that flowing hair right there. So we got that. Then we've got the other Daredevil right here. Wait, is that Daredevil? Yeah, that's Daredevil. So, yeah, jumping off of that light pole, it looks like there. So that is Daredevil. And then we've got Daredevil Electra. With her floating hair, and I'm assuming that's some kind of like a scarf or cape or something like that on the back of her. Then we've got Marshall Bullseye right here with his size. There's trench coat flying away there. And then, just because of the order that we saw them in, we got, oh, probably out of order now. We got Old Man Logan. Right there, with a random beam behind him. So there's that. And then, finally, Spider-Man. There is Spider-Man jumping off of a wall, being held, and possibly by some rubble there, but there is Spider-Man. Let's see. Can we take a look at him there? There you go. There's that pose. I don't know. I know a lot of people complain a little bit about Spider-Man's eyes on the actual figures, but I don't have any problems with this. Everything in this set looks pretty good. I didn't see anything that was... how do you go back in here? I didn't see anything that looked like a problem as far as this. Jake will be happy to know that. So, yeah, that is the artist set for Marvel Zombies. Go ahead and take another look at the box right there. But that is the artist set. So at this point now, we have unboxed everything in Marvel Zombies. I am excited about that. We are going to be doing some gameplay soon of this game. We have actually recorded some gameplay that I need to re-record, unfortunately, just because it was a while ago that we did it, and we with other stuff going on, with just a holiday primarily. We just haven't been able to get back to it, so I do need to re-record that. But we are going to be doing some gameplay soon of the main game. I'm going to be doing a solo going to be doing a solo game of the introductory mission, and then with the group doing starting with mission 1 from the core box. So we'll be doing that soon, so just be on the lookout for that. But this was, like I said, the artist special edition box for Marvel Zombies. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell to know when we're going to be putting out more gameplay content or other unboxings or other things that we are working on here on the channel. I'd like to thank you guys for watching Rockshire Gaming, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.